Jaden had said, is the military worth it? Air Force in particular. I think so. That's why, I mean, I did 6 years and I got out, and I still try to help people join the Air Force because, I mean, for me, it was one of the best things that I did. I don't regret getting out, but I am glad that I served, and I would gladly go over and do another enlistment if I could, relive my life. And so it's one of those things where, I mean, it depends for everybody, but I think there's a huge opportunity for a lot of people to serve in the military. So even though I did 6 years, like, I think it's a great thing for most people. I think it's honestly one of the best paths for most people. Yeah, college is great too, and I think there are people that that's designed for. For me, I grew up, I didn't have a lot of opportunity. I didn't grew up with no money. Like, my family was very, very poor. This was my chance to see things and experience stuff and learn, and like not have to take on debt to go to school to learn a skill. And for me, yeah, just doing one enlistment. And then Jacob, you're at 10 years right now. You're obviously staying in, you're transitioning to part-time, but you're still staying in. So I would assume that you feel like it's, kind of worth it.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Like, I got, like I said, straight out of high school. I didn't want to go to college. Didn't interest me at all. Really did not like school. So I knew it from early on. I wanted to go in the military, but I'm glad I went Air Force, particularly because the Air Force is probably the best service to go into that is easily transitionable into the civilian world. Because you can, like I say, you go into Marines and you go out there and
You're a
get in
rifleman
gunfights every
first.
day. Yeah, you're a rifleman.
Yeah,
You get in gunfights. Okay, you do that for 3 years and get out. And now, what does that transition into the civilian world? Okay, you could be.
it doesn't.
It doesn't
We
exactly.
don't do that as a business practice. And
No.
yeah,
No, so it's like pretty much any job in the Air Force you can do as a civilian. 98% of the jobs in the Air Force you can do as a civilian. It really sets you up for success when you go to either leave the military or retire from the military. Like for me, I went off to the military, Air Force, working right away, kind of learning my specialty, which is supply, while all my other college friends went to college, and now they're, like I said, same age, and now they're still, paying off student debt. A couple of them aren't even doing jobs that they went to school for, so now they're paying this 4-year degree
that they're
that
not
they went to
using.
college, and or they're not even using it. Take that as you will. For me,
And
I've been.
you are finishing a degree, or your
Yeah,
CCAF at least.
yeah, so I finished my classes through American Military University.
So you're going to have an associate degree, 10 years of work
Yep,
experience, and you have a job lined up,
yep,
and you have zero college debt.
exactly. Zero college debt, and
And you
to
were
be
getting
honest,
interviews up the wazoo. And some of the people that probably struggled to get interviews because, yeah, the
to be
job
honest,
market's hard right now.
I got the civilian job before I even finished my associates. So what people don't understand is in the civilian world, a lot of jobs will take work experience instead of a degree. So me, I had pretty much 10 years of experience under my belt, didn't have a degree, but they hired me anyway because I've been doing this for the past 10 years. I still wanted to get it before I left active duty.
No, I'm not knocking on education. I'm literally
Yeah.
the last year I've been going to school full time to get my bachelor's degree. So
Yeah.
I'm doing it at 34. I'm going back to get my bachelor's degree. The last 3 years I've been going to school full time, essentially. So I got my associate degree a year ago, and then the last year, I thought I just wanted an associate degree. Then I got it. I was like, nah, I want my bachelor's degree. So I started going back for that. But because I was in the military, I still don't owe a single penny for my college. I actually have been getting paid to go to school full time. So is it worth it? Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, do I wish I would have taken it more serious when I was in the Air Force, finished my degree while I was in, so I could have done 6 years ago? Absolutely. But I didn't. But I still get to, have college paid for because I served. So ton of benefits from serving. So not knocking on the path of people wanting to go to school and get their degree. I think, for me, I was like, I think it would be helpful. And there's been some classes I've taken that have been super helpful. Like overall, I don't think it's a necessity to be successful. For me, it's more of a personal thing that I'm trying to do now. It's not really necessary for the path that I want to do. Like I like to do entrepreneurial stuff, and that doesn't require a degree. Like you don't even need a high school diploma to be an entrepreneur. So it's one of those things where it's just like a personal thing at this point. But the military affords us a lot of opportunities that most people don't have. And like you coming straight out of high school, you got paid to learn a job.
Mhm.
Granted, it only took you 30 days to learn the job, but like, yeah.
True. I'm still
But
learning
it's
the
like
job. That's
you
the
got
cool thing.
paid with no skills, no
Mhm.
anything. You went straight from Dairy Queen, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll take
Taco
you and
Bell.
we'll train you how to
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell." And so, sorry, my bad. Taco Bell is gonna be like, "How dare you?"
You know, I'm not up there tipping my
Yeah,
blizzards upside down, you know, I'm handing out tacos and everything.
yeah. You go from Taco Bell to getting trained how to march, and then we're gonna teach you these skills, how to do this job. You've done you've done that job for the last decade now, and now you're getting civilian companies that are like, please work for me because you've proven that you're a hard worker, like
Yeah.
that you've had longevity, you can work for somebody for 10 years. And most people don't get that. Like, even you go
No.
to college for 4 years, you get your degree, great, you have a diploma, what work experience do you have? Like,
Exactly.
a degree almost is just like you were able to be teachable in a way,
Mhm.
is like what that signifies. And so it's like, but somebody that was in the military is also proven that they are teachable, and
True.
everybody knows that. So I think it's going to be hard to find an employer that doesn't respect, having veteran applicants come in. So it automatically earns you, much more respect, I feel like, than the college route. And the best part about the military is you can do the college route hand in hand with it. So
Yeah.
like, even me, I'm doing ASU online, so Arizona State University. It's a very big school. It's like one of the biggest in the nation. If I had finished a degree through ASU online while I was in, and I got out and I had a degree from ASU and I had military service, that's massive. And nobody that just went to ASU outright can say, "Oh, I have military experience and an ASU degree." But people that
Yeah.
join the military can get an ASU degree. So
Yep.